Welcome to the love seat.
Thank you.
So, tell me a little bit about your hair.
Okay, my hair, I've been grey for many years. I started going grey at about 25.
Okay.
So in a way it's kind of easy because I don't have to mess around with colour.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is I look 80 and I'm not 80.
Right.
And another problem I have is at the back here, you'll see my crown is just, I get that weird kind of bald spot. And I don't really know whether to have my hair longer to cover that up or whether to have it shorter.
So, that's a good question. I think, for me, obviously, so the reason we have part of our crown is the hair grows in circles.
Yes.
And that's why, one side of our hair will sometimes tuck in and one side will flick out. But through here, you can see, obviously, the crown, you do have a very prominent crown. I can actually see how it's growing in the circle. I think the crown is always going to be slightly problematic unless you style it.
Yes.
For some people, like I'm quite lucky, I don't really have much of a crown. But where the hair really grows out, like this, it definitely is more tricky. So obviously, if you cut that hair too short, it makes it a lot more difficult to manage. So I would definitely, depending on what we're going to do with a haircut today, I definitely think that is something that we'll keep in consideration when we decide on the style. What's going to be easiest, because if it's super short, that will definitely make it a bit more tricky, unless it's short enough that you can do that with it and lift it out. That can definitely work. But we can, we'll definitely keep that in mind as we look at the haircut. Right, tell me more.
Right, other than that, I'm open to anything.
Okay.
I'm just need a change. I don't know whether I want to step into colour.
Okay.
Because that opens up a can of worms. But then again, I don't want to look 80.
So I'll tell you the pros and cons of where you are at. My gut instincts is telling me to not colour your hair.
Okay.
Because I think that if you are somebody who's this white and you've been this white for a very long time, to step into colour, you'll be colouring every 3 weeks.
Oh no, don't want that.
So so that's one of the things. If you have a colour that's slightly, let's say, more goldenly, yes, it can extend the life slightly. But if you think about if you've got a parting, if you, in a month's time, the hair grows 1 centimetre, which is similar to my finger. But across the parting, that's 2. So across there, it's 2 centimetres. That's why, with most people who have root tints, we will say to them, it's a 3 to a 6 week time. If you are 6 weeks, you technically have a 12-week regrowth. Because you have 6 weeks this way and you've got 6 weeks that way. That's what. If you don't have a parting like me, like that, and you colour your hair, it's irrelevant because there's no parting that you can measure it on. But for you, who actually has a very strong parting, unless you start wearing the hair completely forward, it will make it a little bit more tricky. Then there are other things you can look at. So with this hair, you don't necessarily have to go in with a permanent colour. If you did want to colour it, you can go in with semi-permanent colours that will softly fade out, but nothing you're going to put on your hair is not going to leave, except if it's like what we call a true semi-permanent colour. And that's like things that you put directly on the hair and there's no developer. Everything else will leave a mark on the hair.
Yes. Okay.
So I'll be guided by you in that sense. If you don't mind something with maintenance, we could definitely look at colour. I'll give you some ideas. If we did colour your hair, it will definitely be a little bit more closer to what your eyebrow is like. Darken the roots to there, and then warm the rest of this up for you. But I don't think that's what we should be doing.
No. You know what? Let's just go what your gut instinct says. You know what you're doing, and
I think with the haircut, we can edge everything up a lot more with a haircut. Because I actually think with the hair, once we've done the haircut, you will look and feel a lot younger.
Okay.
Right. So coming to the haircut, how do you feel about the length at the moment?
Well, I kind of feel like a cream puff.
Right.
And I don't want to look like a cream puff. I want something more edgy,
Yes.
more with it.
And how comfortable are you with styling your own hair?
I'm rubbish at doing my own hair.
So what did you do with this?
Well, at the back, I don't even know what's happening at the back because
Okay.
I just don't look at it. I
Right.
pretend it doesn't exist.
Right.
And as long as this is kind of okay,
You're ready to go.
I'm
So
fine.
you and I are
Yeah.
the same. My
Yes.
husband sometimes says to me, "Your hair's a mess at the back."
Well, I don't see it. Yeah,
It's fine.
well, that's my
Okay.
story.
So let's have a quick look here. Right. So, okay, I'm going to be. You're South African.
Yes.
Yes, South African. Yes. So we can be honest with each other.
Oh, we know.
Yes.
A
So-
boom wants a plum, right?
So, when we look at the hair through here, the haircut itself is very round.
Yes.
And what happens with any round shape, it can make us look older, especially when you have very classic color hair. So if you choose to color your hair, this hairstyle would work very, very well because we can put edge into the color. So you need to choose, is it going to be the whole look that makes us younger, or is it going to be the cut or the color? That makes sense. So this is a very classic haircut, which will instantly age you because of the color of the hair. Now, when I look at through the back of the hair, when you look at this, there you've got a lot of hair through here.
Yes.
And I would want to take all of that away.
Yes.
I would actually want to keep most of the length
Okay,
through
just
the
to
back,
help with that crown.
but that here needs to be lifted, flattened
Okay.
through there. Through the front, let's just have a quick look at your face shape.
No, I used to.
Just quickly pop your glasses off. So lengthwise through here, I quite like the length where it is. It needs to be a little bit shorter through there, but then through here, we need to give you a lot more layer. Because when I look at it at the moment, what's happening is you're going very flat here,
Yes.
and then you have a lot of volume there. Now that volume is not a bad thing when it is slightly elevated. As soon as it hits on the cheekbone, it actually widens you through there. And what we want to do is we want to lift you more like
Yes.
that. So by having that hair a lot more layered through, almost create a point there, lift this up. You see, instantly it takes from the chin,
Yes.
it lifts you up and it
That's
gives
exactly
this
what I need.
a lot more volume and shape. And I think that will work super, super well. You can, if you want to be shorter, you can go in and we can take this
Yes.
quite a bit shorter. Definitely a little bit of softness through here, like a little bit of a sideburn. But the key thing facially for you is this
Yes.
here
Okay.
needs a lot more volume. Now also taking in mind, what you said about being able to style it yourself, this will require you to put your head upside down and give it a good blast.
Yeah, that's my kind of styling.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you shampoo your hair with at the moment?
A shampoo.
Oh yes, and how are you getting on with that?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, very good.
Perfect.
I think the quality of the hair feels very good. So
Okay.
it's, I think feels good. So how does that sound?
Yeah, sounds great.
Shall we do the cuts?
Yes, definitely.
Fabulous.